Millions of travelers have no idea what's coming, because beginning in 2026, airports around the world are quietly preparing to introduce some of the biggest passenger rule changes we've seen in more than 20 years. And these aren't small updates. These are changes that will reshape how you check in, how you board, how you clear security, and even how much your ticket really costs. If you walk into the airport next year without knowing these new rules, you could face longer lines, unexpected fees, or even be turned away at the gate for something you didn't realize had changed. So today, we're diving into the 10 new airport rules of 2026 that will completely transform the way you travel, and what you need to do right now to stay ahead of everyone else. And trust me, the very first change is something you'll encounter long before you even reach your departure gate. Let's start with the rule that's about to erase one of the most familiar airport routines. Remember the distinct, satisfying thud of a stamp hitting a fresh passport page? That small, tactile moment when an immigration agent hands back your document, officially marking the start of your adventure. For decades, that sound has been the universal signal that your journey has truly begun, a physical souvenir of every border crossed. It's a ritual steeped in anticipation and excitement, a tangible record of your travels. Well, that moment is disappearing. And it's not just the stamp. The entire process of presenting physical documents is on the verge of becoming a relic of the past. The reason? A massive, coordinated global push towards efficiency and heightened security designed to handle the ever-increasing volume of international travelers. By 2026, airports across Europe, North America, the Middle East, and Asia will shift toward fully automated biometric checkpoints. In Europe, this is driven by the new Entry-Exit System, or EES, which mandates the collection of biometric data, fingerprints, and facial images from non-EU nationals. In the United States, Customs and Border Protection is expanding its biometric exit program, aiming to verify the identity of all foreign nationals leaving the country. This isn't a scattered effort. It's a synchronized evolution in how we cross borders. So, what does this look like in practice? Instead of fumbling for your documents, you'll simply step in front of a camera. The system will then instantly verify your identity. This works by using your facial geometry, a highly precise map of your unique facial features, like the distance between your eyes or the shape of your nose. This digital template is then matched against a secure file containing your travel credentials. These credentials are part of something called a digital travel credential, or DTC. Think of it as a hyper-secure digital twin of your passport, stored in an encrypted wallet on your smartphone. Before your trip, you'll create this DTC by scanning your ePassport's chip and verifying your identity with a live selfie. At the airport, the biometric camera simply confirms that the person standing there is the legitimate holder of that digital credential. No passport, no boarding pass, just your face. This isn't science fiction, it's already a reality in pioneering airports. Singapore's Changi Airport, for example, has implemented a fully biometric single-token journey. From the moment you check in, your face becomes your pass for everything. Bag drop, security, and boarding. Similarly, airports like Frankfurt in Germany, Aruba's Queen Beatrix International, and Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta in the US have rolled out biometric pathways, proving the system can drastically cut down processing times. But here's the part most travelers don't realize. Opting out won't always be a simple choice. While regulations, like GDPR in Europe, require that an alternative be available, these alternatives are often designed to be deliberately inconvenient. If you refuse the facial scan, you won't just join a slightly longer queue. You will likely be diverted into a separate, manual processing lane that could involve significant delays, especially during peak travel seasons. This process may require secondary screening, more extensive questioning from officers, and a manual check of your documents against multiple international databases. The message is clear. The system is built to strongly encourage biometric adoption. For travelers concerned about data privacy, it's crucial to understand the trade-off. Refusing the scan means sacrificing time and convenience, potentially turning a 30-second process into a 30-minute one. As we move toward 2026, the seamless biometric path will become the default, and the old way of travel will become the exception. To make things stricter, Europe's entry-exit system will automatically record your arrivals and departures, meaning overstaying even by a day could create travel issues in the future. The age of anonymous border crossings is ending. We've all been there, that moment of truth at the gate, trying to gently persuade an overstuffed carry-on into the unforgiving metal sizer. For years, the enforcement of baggage rules has often felt like a game of chance, dependent on the airline, the airport, and even the mood of the gate agent. But if you thought those rules couldn't get any tighter, the landscape of 2026 is set to prove you wrong in a very definitive, automated way. The era of pleading your case is officially coming to a close. Airlines globally are waging a war on oversized cabin baggage, citing two primary motivations: operational efficiency and ancillary revenue. Delays caused by passengers struggling to fit bulky bags into overhead bins are a significant factor in late departures. By strictly enforcing limits before boarding, airlines aim to streamline the process and improve on-time performance. But let's be clear, this is also a massive financial opportunity. Several major airline groups, particularly in Europe and Asia, have announced plans to roll out not just stricter size limitations, but also new, reduced cabin bag weight limits, dropping from a common 10 kilograms down to as low as 7 or 8. This will be coupled with sophisticated automated sizing systems designed to eliminate any ambiguity. So how will this work in practice? Imagine approaching the boarding gate, and instead of the familiar metal cage, you see a sleek, high-tech platform. When you place your carry-on onto this scanner, a combination of lasers and 3D imaging sensors will instantly and precisely measure its dimensions, right down to the millimeter. Simultaneously, an integrated scale will capture its weight. There will be no more squashing the bag to make it fit or hoping a bulging pocket goes unnoticed. The result is binary and immediate. A green light means you're clear to board. But if your bag is even slightly over in any dimension or gram, the system will show a red warning. And here's the critical change. There's no turning back. The system will be directly linked to your booking. It will automatically flag your bag as oversized and convert it into a mandatory checked bag, charging the associated fee directly to the credit card on file for your ticket. There will be no negotiation, no repacking on the floor, and no pleading with a gate agent who now simply points to the machine's final verdict. This technology is designed to be impartial and absolute, removing the human element entirely from the enforcement process. But the changes don't stop at the gate. A far more controversial and fundamental shift is already gaining traction: the unbundling of overhead bins space itself. Pioneered by ultra-low-cost carriers like Spirit and Frontier in the US, the model of charging for a full-sized carry-on is set to become more widespread. By 2026, we expect to see more airlines, including some international legacy carriers on specific routes, adopt a paid overhead bin model. This means the price of your ticket may no longer include the right to place a bag above your seat. That privilege will become an ancillary service you must purchase separately. Airlines argue this allows them to offer lower base fares for travelers who are willing to pack light, creating a more a la carte experience. For travelers, it means a new line item on the budget. Early models suggest this fee could range from $35 to over $60 each way, depending on the airline, the route, and when you purchase it, with prices being highest at the airport. This strategy not only generates significant revenue, but also dramatically speeds up boarding, as fewer passengers are competing for limited overhead space. This unbundling is leading to the rise of personal item-only fares, even on major legacy airlines that traditionally included a carry-on bag for free. These bare-bones tickets will grant you a seat and the right to bring one small item that must fit under the seat in front of you. Anything larger will require paying an extra fee, which could be $50, $70, or even more if you're forced to pay at the gate. So what's the strategy for the savvy traveler in 2026? The most crucial piece of advice is to invest in a high-quality, compact, personal item bag that is meticulously designed to conform to the most restrictive airline limits, typically around 45 by 35 by 20 centimeters. As more airlines align their policies, these smaller dimensions are likely to become the de facto global standard for what you can bring on board for free. Look for bags that maximize internal space while respecting these strict external dimensions. Packing cubes, compression sacks, and a minimalist mindset will no longer be just for backpackers. They will be essential skills for all flyers. Before booking any flight, scrutinize the fare rules. The cheapest initial price may not be the best value once you add the cost of your bags. In this new era, the smartest travelers won't be the ones who can sneak a bag past the agent, but the ones who have already packed perfectly for the rules of tomorrow. Security is also going through a massive upgrade. By 2026, most major airports are expected to adopt 3D CT scanners, the type already used in select terminals in Amsterdam, London, and several US airports. These scanners can see inside bags in far greater detail, allowing passengers to keep liquids, laptops, and electronics inside. It sounds like a dream, but here's the catch. The upgrade will not happen evenly. Some airports will have the technology, others won't, which means passengers might breeze through security in one country and then suddenly face old-school rules in another. This inconsistency is guaranteed to confuse travelers. Shoe removal is also fading out thanks to new footwear scanning technology that can detect anomalies without passengers taking anything off. By late 2026, travelers in many airports will be able to walk straight through the scanner without stopping. But again, only if that airport has completed its upgrade. Beyond security checkpoints, the very document that defines your ability to travel is undergoing a radical transformation. By 2026, the passport itself is evolving into a powerful digital key. Major travel hubs, including the US, Canada, the entire European Union, and technologically advanced nations in Asia like Japan and South Korea, are spearheading the shift toward next-generation e-passports. These aren't just your current passports with a simple chip. They're being equipped with far more robust microprocessors and sophisticated cryptographic protocols. This new generation of passport technology, often referred to as Logical Data Structure version 2, or LDS2, allows for the secure storage of not just your photo and biographical data, but also additional biometrics, like fingerprints. This creates a multi-layered, encrypted digital identity that is exceptionally difficult to forge or tamper with, forming the bedrock of a more secure and streamlined travel ecosystem. The true power of these new passports is unlocked when they sync with a digital travel credential, or DTC, stored securely on your smartphone. Think of it as a verified digital twin of your passport that lives in a government-approved app. Using near-field communication, the same tap-to-pay technology in your credit cards, you'll link your physical passport to your phone just once. From then on, you can pre-validate your identity before even arriving at the airport. The result? The ability to glide through automated immigration gates in seconds, without ever taking your physical passport out of your bag. This system promises to drastically reduce queue times and human error, creating a seamless curb-to-gate experience. But here's the critical detail that could derail your entire trip. Many travelers hear digital and assume it means they can ditch their physical passport entirely. This is a dangerous misconception. Even in 2026, and for the foreseeable future, your physical passport book will remain the single, ultimate proof of your identity and citizenship. It is the master key. Your digital credential, for all its convenience, is merely a copy. Imagine this scenario. After a long flight, you arrive at immigration, but your phone battery is dead. Or worse, your phone was lost or stolen during your journey. In that moment, your convenient digital pass becomes completely useless. Without the physical book, you have no valid travel document. You won't be saved by a screenshot or a cloud backup. Immigration authorities require the tangible, secure document. The rule for the modern traveler is redundancy. You must carry both your physical passport and have your digital credential ready on your phone. Furthermore, smart travelers will maintain a third layer of security: paper backups. This includes printouts of your flight itinerary, hotel confirmations, and a photocopy of your passport's data page, kept separate from the passport itself. Technology is a fantastic tool for efficiency, but it is not infallible. It won't save you if your battery dies, your app crashes, or a regional system goes offline right as you step up to the immigration desk. Your physical passport is your final non-negotiable safety net. Then there's the part nobody likes talking about: money. Starting in 2026, more airports will introduce updated passenger facility charges, environmental surcharges, and infrastructure fees. These extra costs will appear in your ticket price, often buried deep in the tax breakdown. You won't notice unless you actively look for them. Several countries have already confirmed upcoming increases tied to sustainability goals, airport expansions, or operational upgrades. And with airlines facing rising fuel prices and improving airport systems, these adjustments are almost certain to become global. Using travel credit cards with reimbursement perks and checking fee breakdowns before booking can help you avoid overpaying. But the rule changes don't stop at your ticket. Customs and immigration interviews are also getting smarter and stricter. AI-assisted screening tools will analyze traveler behavior, flag inconsistencies, and cross-reference your documents faster than any officer could. That means your answers need to be clear, consistent, and honest. Officers aren't trying to intimidate you. They're verifying that your story matches what their system already shows. A simple hesitation or vague response can trigger secondary inspection. Even common questions like, "Where will you be staying?" or "How long is your trip?" are becoming part of broader digital verification networks. And if you're one of the millions of travelers who rely on airport lounges, get ready for changes there too. As passenger numbers rise, many lounge programs are preparing to tighten entry rules by 2026. Some will require higher spending thresholds, others will limit access during peak hours, and a few may phase out certain credit card partnerships. The days of simply flashing a card and walking in are fading. Finally, the biggest shift of all: by 2026, airports will become far more self-service than ever before. Automated bag drops, biometric boarding lanes, AI-powered customer support kiosks, and app-based flight control will become the default travel experience. For confident travelers, this means faster journeys. But for anyone who isn't familiar with these systems, the airport could feel overwhelming. Air travel is evolving fast. And while these new rules might seem intimidating, they're manageable as long as you're prepared. Update your travel apps, check your passport expiration, understand your airline's baggage limits, and stay informed. Because in 2026, the smartest travelers won't be the ones who pack the lightest. They'll be the ones who know the rules before everyone else. If you found this guide helpful and you want more insider travel updates, make sure to subscribe to the Travel Deck. Your next trip starts long before you reach the airport, and the more you know now, the smoother your journey will be. Safe travels, and I'll see you in the next video.